Two people meet, there's a misunderstanding, they sort it out, and everyone celebrates at a wedding. That is the classic Shakespearean comedy formula. But one of his works takes that exact structure and deliberately tears it apart. All's well that ends well. The story starts in Roussillon, France. We meet Helena, the highly intelligent daughter of a famous but lowly physician, and we have Bertram, an arrogant young nobleman. Helena wants him. Bertram barely registers her existence because she is entirely outside his social class. That massive social gap is the engine for the entire plot. Instead of a standard romance where two equals fall in love, we watch a deeply uncomfortable battle of wills. Helena sees her opening when the King of France falls gravely ill. Armed with a remedy passed down from her father, she travels to the royal court and takes a massive gamble. She offers to heal the king. If she fails, she accepts death. If she succeeds, she gets to pick her own husband. Against all medical odds, the remedy works. The king is cured, and Helena immediately cashes in her prize. Out of every man at court, she points to Bertram. Bertram is absolutely livid. Being forced into marriage by a royal decree traps him, immediately destroying any expectation of mutual affection. He retaliates the only way he can. Right after the wedding, he abandons his new bride and runs off to fight in the Florentine Wars. Before leaving, he hands her two impossible conditions. He will only accept her as his wife if she manages to obtain his ancestral family ring and bear his child. At this point, the tension is locked in. We are watching a comedy where the groom actively despises the bride. The traditional romantic premise has completely collapsed. Faced with absolute rejection, Helena doesn't mourn. Instead, she fakes her own death, secretly travels to Florence, and launches a tactical campaign. Once in Florence, she discovers Bertram is aggressively pursuing a young local woman named Diana. This sets up a classic Shakespearean maneuver, the bed trick. When Bertram sneaks in for his secret late-night rendezvous, Diana slips out, and Helena takes her place in the pitch black. During this encounter, Helena secures the ancestral ring and becomes pregnant. She gets exactly what she wants, but she executes it entirely through calculated deception. At no point does she earn Bertram's affection. This ruthless agency makes Helena a uniquely powerful protagonist. She refuses to be a victim, but her methods force the audience to question the morality of her supposed heroism. While Helena executes her master plan, we examine Bertram's judgment through his best friend, Parolles. Parolles struts around the military camp, posing as a brave, experienced soldier, but in reality, he is exposed to the entire army as a complete coward and a chronic liar. Bertram's absolute trust in this obvious fraud tells us exactly who Bertram is. He is deeply immature, obsessed with superficial status, and lacks basic judgment. Shakespeare uses this subplot as a deliberate mirror. By putting the groom's glaring character flaws on full display, Helena's intense, singular obsession with marrying him feels incredibly difficult to justify. The climax kicks off when Bertram returns home. As far as he knows, his unwanted wife is dead, and he is permanently free from the marriage. That illusion shatters. Helena walks through the doors, very much alive, backed by Diana's eyewitness testimony of his behavior in Florence. She presents the ultimate proof. She wears his family ring and is carrying his child, cornering him with the exact logic he thought would keep her away forever. Faced with the evidence, Bertram accepts her, but this is a defeat by technicality, not a realization of love. The conflict is officially over on paper, but emotionally it falls flat. This brings us back to the central mystery. Why does a play that ends with a wedding and a reunion leave us feeling so unsettled? Academics have a specific term for this. They call it a problem play. It's a story that operates in an uneasy, morally ambiguous space, sitting somewhere between a lighthearted comedy and deep psychological discomfort. As a student analyzing this text, you have to ask the hard questions. Did Helena actually win love, or did she force a surrender? Did Bertram genuinely mature, or did he simply run out of options? The brilliance of the play relies on those questions. It forces us to confront the uncomfortable gap between what society labels a happy ending and the darker realities of class, power, and human desire.